and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down and 4, Luck. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on second and 14. Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing is Luck. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long. Now Luck. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 17 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Luck. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
36.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Mike 27, Mike 26, 30. I think you got it, son.
Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. It's complete to Graham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers is going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And it's 3rd and short. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Man open, Rice. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Watch the whip. Uncle over here. Right. Check it out.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Slam. Tighten up. Run. Go right. Be ready. Out.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Jerry Rice open right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
His pass caught at the 4. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On second down, it's Brown. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he is out of bounds here. Able to convert on 4th to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple of plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bears are in for 6. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, Locke. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jerry Rice, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Rosas good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And got his man complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. Jerry Rice in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14, Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, baby. Let's
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Boys, let's go. Let's go. And 358. Easy, 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 easy. Check 52, I'm going.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To throw is Love. James has got it, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jesse James, 36 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. Touchdown, Chicago. Jerry Rice, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bears have broken the tie. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. He'll have a first down past the 40. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And the throw there gonna be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They are going for it. It's Luck. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Set for football now on a sunny afternoon in the second city. And off we go from Soldier Field. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got Rome. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
Now Saquon Barkley, and the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Over. Check 50. You draw Corker.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a... And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old-school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Jerry Rice, 96 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dawson tacks on the point after, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Rodgers now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a give running left for Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Let's go, baby.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now here's Mahomes. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now it's Barkley, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
43. 43. Okay.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Into heavy traffic, and he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
50.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
26. Mike,
Here's Rodgers to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4.
We got this.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
49, 319. I'm coming for you. Inside. 319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. It's complete to Grant. Well, that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago! Jerry Rice, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Rodgers now Throwing on first down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Left guard defense. Left guard defense.
Now Gurley, handoff left. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big run there by Gurley. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
First down, Jaguars.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Jordan Reed has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
We own this. We own this. Over.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. The reception good for 7. It's third down. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats chart. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. We don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. That good for 19 at a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a box.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run. It's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Check 55 to mine. Watch it slap. Watch it slap.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Oh, they go with a tight end carry, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to run with Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but, boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Todd Gurley, 45 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Wilson. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
54, right there.
Rodgers now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Back 22, back 22. Hey, exit. Let's get out. Keep it down.
Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears cut into that lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Watch the safety creep. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Mike, 45. And give these traps. Let's go.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Easy.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. And And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Finds his target. It's Gates. 23 yards on the play. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got it.
And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
You think you won't get this?
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th.
Where you been?